Okay, well, I lost all the footage on the second part of this video of tumbling stones. I ran them in the 8,000 grit for a while, a couple days probably, maybe 3. He got a little more shine to them, but I'm gonna push them back through the 8,000 again, a couple more days and see what happens. Some of them aren't really taking too good of a shine. Too much mineralization, I guess. I'm not sure, but that's the plan, man. Gonna run them back through one more time, a couple days in the 8,000 grit. Well, while we're out here, why don't we give this stone here a bath and some iron out? Pretty cool stone, right full of crystals. Give that a bath and see how it turns out. Okay, they're really starting to do something now. I just added more water in there and I tumbled them for a little bit longer period. I haven't tumbled them this whole time, but for a while, probably 4 days. Then I ran them with some soapy water and clean them up. They're looking pretty good. Now we're gonna go right to the 14,000 grit and see what else they can give us. All right. First, we gotta take a brush and clean out all these little cracks and all these little voids. Get all the old grit out of there because it'll affect the finer grit. Okay, let's do that. All right, I think we finally got the hang of it. These turned out pretty good. Of course, the camera isn't really gonna do it much justice, but they turned out pretty smooth. The trick was to have more water in there and let them run for a few extra days. On the videos I watched, it didn't look like they had much water in there and they would kind of turn to a paste. I never really achieved that, so I just added more water and let them run for a few more days. I'm going to put them back in there and run them one more time, but I probably won't show the very end result because they're pretty close to done right now except for a little bit of cleaning. They all turned out pretty good. The camera doesn't do it much justice, but there it is. There we go. I'm going to take a brush to them after they're done running this next time and clean out all these little cracks. Let me show you. You can see all the compound still in those little cracks. I'm going to have to clean them out after I run them one more time, but there's that. So I probably won't show the very end result. They probably won't be much shinier than this, but these I'll be putting in my giveaways, except for the ones that I really want to keep. I think I'm going to keep this one. The top didn't polish up quite as much as the bottom, but that turned out pretty nice. And this green one, I like green rocks, so I'm going to hold on to those couple, and the rest will be in giveaways. And this garnet too. I got this garnet back from Flower Gold Wizard. I gave it to him for whatever he wanted. He put them in his Patreon giveaway, and what do you know? I won again. I won 3rd place on his last Patreon giveaway for June. So the next video is we're gonna run this stuff, or we're not even gonna classify it or not. We're just gonna run it all right over the cleanup sluice and have a look at that. Of course, afterwards we'll take the pan out from catching all the material that flows off the cleanup sluice and then repan it, but it'll be nice to see all that gold in that cleanup sluice at once. So that'll be the next video. Stay tuned. Having fun. See you on the next one. It did remove any of the iron that's on there, but like I was saying, this is all just mineralization on there. Some kind of metal in there. Hopefully that's focusing. You can see all the crystals in there. It's a pretty cool piece. Well, the only way to get all that out of there is to actually dissolve whatever metals are in there. We're not going to do that. We're just going to rinse this piece off, wash it up with some soap and water, and leave it as is. It's a pretty cool piece. Well, if you watched my last video, you saw that I got my winnings in from the Flower Gold Wizard. I won 3 bags of his pay dirt and a couple stickers there from his Patreon giveaway. I won 3rd place. I won these 2 bags, and then also the normal Flower Gold Wizard bag. You can probably hear the rock tumbler going over there. That's from the last the last little bit of tumbling I'm going to do before I start giving those things away. But in the last one I said I wasn't going to classify this stuff out, but I really don't want to put these bigger rocks over my cleanup sluice. It's not really designed for that. So I started classifying, and I see a piece of gold right there. And I saw another one down in here someplace. But there's some bigger stuff in there. We're going to classify all this stuff out and get ready to run it over the cleanup sluice. That'll be a lot of fun. Alright, let's do that. Alright, we got the bigs. We know there's some gold in there. There's a piece right there. And we have the littles. I almost didn't dump that black poison in here because it's just so full of black sand, and it might impede our results over the cleanup sluice. It might fill all the riffles up and not let anything capture, but we won't lose anything anyway. We'll put a pan at the end of the sluice so that we won't lose anything. We'll recover it later on, but I almost didn't put it in there. Okay, we're about 5 minutes into running this stuff, and it's looking pretty good. I'll show you here. Look at all that gold showing up. We got maybe 1/10 of it run through there. Look at all that gold in there. Looking really good. Of course, it's loading up with black sand. I'm scooping a little bit on it, a little bit at a time. You can see everything working around in there though, but I'm having a little bit of patience with it so it can wash out some of that black sand. I do have a couple pieces that migrated down here. When I first started, I dumped some on, and the water was pulsating at first because my water level was a little bit low. I had to add a little more water, but that pulsating kind of kicked some stuff down into here. I'm not sure if we lost any, but we do have a pan down in here to catch it all, so we're good to go. So yeah, we're gonna keep running and keep making it prettier. Okay, lots of fun. Alright, we're still running here, and it's looking pretty yellow in there. Very nice. Yeah, we're not maybe a quarter of the way through the material. What I was doing, I classified the bigs out from 1/8 inch and the kitchen strainer, and I was picking out the mica in here. I got a friend that actually crushes that up. She makes her own kind of home remedies and lotions and stuff. Crush up that mica very, very fine, and it kind of acts like a natural glitter. But when I was poking around in here, look what I saw. Look at that little nugget. Yep, that's bigger than 1/8 inch. Nice little nugget from the Flour Gold Wizard pay dirt. Come on, get in focus. There it is. Nice one. Pretty cool. Let's throw that in the cleanup sluice and see what happens. It sits right there. Alright, I'm going to continue picking the mica out of here. Oh, look, a piece of fluorite. Is it fluorite or is it quartz? It's kind of got a little bit of a green tint to it. I do believe that's fluorite. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to keep on picking the mica out of here for my friend and see if we see any more bigger gold. Man, this is a lot of fun. Alright, we're still running, but I went through the other bigs. This stuff is bigger than kitchen strainer, but smaller than 1/8 inch. Some nice pieces in there. 5 pieces. That one piece is dirty. Kind of looks like Arizona gold right there. Alright, we'll get that pulled out of there and put aside, and we'll just keep on running. Keep on having fun. Okay, we got it all in there. It's looking pretty good. I've let it run for a little while, trying to clean out some of those black sands. I'll let it go for another minute. Look at this wiry piece down here though, unless it's a bunch of pieces next to each other. See it right there? Maybe if I turn off my flash. Yeah, that's better, huh? Yeah, that's cool. I like gold. Alright, let's get this all cleaned up and see what it looks like in a pan. Okay, we got that all out of the box. Over there's the tailings, and we're going to rerun those. Well, yeah, look at that. Nice pile of gold right there, and there's that nugget. That's not a complete cleanup. I just kind of tapped it up to the edge and worked it up to the edge a little bit. There's still a bunch of gold in here. And I'm not even going to clean that up. I'm going to take this little nugget here, and I think I might be able to wrap that into a ring. And if I can, we'll do a giveaway for that. That'll be a nice little giveaway. And the reason we're not going to clean this up, other than that nugget, we're going to put all this in a container. We're going to call that a gram. I know there's a gram in there. I'm pretty sure of it. There's still gold spread throughout here. We're going to put that in a container, and I think we should start saving up for a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Tell me what you think about that. Is that a good idea or what? I think so. We'll still do little giveaways in between because, I don't know, I like giving stuff away to you guys. I've always been a guy that gives stuff away. Why? I don't know. Okay, folks, I got a little pile of rocks started out here. I got rocks all over in the house and rocks in my head, but that was a fun little video. Glad you guys stopped in. Doing a little cleanup action on the from the Flour Gold Wizard Pay. I won that on his Patreon. Check out his Patreon. Got a new sticker too. Nine Finger Mining. He's pretty cool. He's up in Alaska. All right, folks. I gotta do some other stuff, so I gotta get out of here, and not sure what we'll do next time. Actually, I do. We're going to a creek later this afternoon, doing a little camping, looking for some gold. The area looks like it's full of bedrock. I've never been there before. It's a little further up north in New York State, but we're going to go up there and do some crevicing and such and give that a try. Well, here we are on a tributary of the Black River, a little bit further up north in New York State. Came up to do a little camping. We stayed last night, and down at the creek today, looking for a little bit of gold. I don't know if there's any gold in here, but I reckon there is because there's some really large glacial erratics and some smaller hardstone that was pushed down from Canada. So we're going to take a look around and see if we can find any gold. It's supposed to be a very hot day today, 92, so see how long we can suffer through it. Try to find a little bit of gold. All right, stay tuned. Taking a couple of test pans here and there, not right in the exact spots to look for gold, but just to have a look at the material. And there's a pretty good amount of black sand, but so I came up here. I'm gonna try right behind this boulder here. See, it's a pretty good bend. The creek actually comes up this way, so it's a pretty good bend here. A couple large glacial erratics in here and some material, but also there's some iron chain in here, so it's a good sign we're dropping heavies in here, huh? So, see a chain here, another piece there. We'll take a pan out of here and see what it says. Now, I have searched a couple of the cracks around here, but it seems to me that the cracks just pinch right down to nothing. There really isn't a capture zone at the bottom of the cracks, so maybe we'll be able to find one that'll work, and maybe not, but it's still a great day. Well, we're taking a few pans. Considerable amount of black sand, not a lot, but a good amount of black sand. But you can see the harder stones in here, these bigger round ones right there. There's a big erratic over there. That thing's about 5 foot tall. And those bigger round ones up through there. So that tells us there should be some gold here. These are all hard stone from Canada. So next we're going to check out this gravel bar right in here. It's kind of like on the inside of a bend here. There's a lot of current that pushes through here, so we might be able to get tucked back in here and maybe find some flood gold. And we're still searching for a good crack, but we'll see how it goes. It looks good though. We've taken a few test pans here and there. A couple here, a couple there. It's no gold, a little bit of black sand. Some spots have a little bit more black sand, some rusty old nails. We haven't found any lead yet, no gold. I cleaned out a crack over there on the other side of the creek and nothing in there, no clay in the bottom of it. It's not looking good for gold, but we're gonna keep on trying. It's pretty nice day. That sun's coming up, it's getting a little warm, but at least we have some shade. Okay, stay tuned, we're still looking. Well, we didn't find any gold, so figured we'd just do a little sightseeing. Pretty area. Down here a little ways, some waterfalls we're gonna go check out. Look at the size of that erratic over there. That's about 6 foot tall and 8 foot wide. It's a big one. Alright, the waterfalls are down that way. Let's go check them out. Pretty cool. Down, down, down. Well, I'll see you around. Well, I won't, I guess. I'll see you on the next one. A little tongue-tied. Look at all those cool stickers. Someday I'd like to have that all full. I will eventually. Alright, folks. See you on the next one. Thanks for stopping in and sticking around. And remember, as always, have fun.